got the chance to speak with a popular social media creator. Her and her husband have gone viral for their sweet videos of each other. They are celebrating their 43rd anniversary today. Let's take a listen at Badgirlriri504's advice for those in relationships and single folks. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Town and Country. I'm super excited because I have a very special guest joining me on Zoom today. She has over 300,000 followers, and it's all because of her and her husband showing their love for each other. So I have Miss Bad Girl Riri on the line with me today. How are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. All right, so I wanted to talk with you because it is Valentine's Day, and I want to learn from the best. So tell me a little bit about your experience with social media and just showcasing your love for your husband.
Ooh, with social media, I was just starting off really like joking out, playing around with social media, about my man, right? Because I always did talk about my man. and I stopped. And then I started back a little bit, and then my daughter got sick, so I stopped, period, until she got well. And she kept encouraging me to do it because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to come out like that because I was like, they're not ready for me. I ain't coming out like that. And my man, he's laid back, so I'm like, I don't want to embarrass him because, I'm just a person. I just speak,
That's right.
Yeah. So that's how it got started. My daughter encouraged me. My BFF encouraged me to just come out because there were a lot of women that was asking for me to come out because of what I had did before. And I am my daughter's greatest inspiration, and I love that because that's my only daughter too, and my BFF. So listening to her, I said, well, I'm gonna come on out, and that's what happened. Never thought it was gonna be like this, though. Never.
Wow. Wow. Now, how important is it? First of all, how long have you and your husband been married?
Valentine's Day gonna be 43 blessed years.
Wow.
And I say blessed because it is such a blessing.
Yes, that is a blessing. Now, I'm not married, but I come from a two-parent household. My parents have been married for over 30 years, so that's all I've seen. That's all that I know. But I just want to talk with you about the importance of showcasing your love for your spouse. How important do you feel that is?
For me, I feel it's very important because what we don't know, what I didn't know was, as much as I know now, that a lot of people, they're afraid to do it. They don't have that authentic love, and they don't want to do it. They feel like, it's a game. But for me, it's not a game. That's my life. That's my lifestyle. That's the way I live. And I've been living like that since day one when I got married at the age of 19. So for me, it's very important that not just my daughter, that every young woman that's not married get an opportunity to see there are true married couples out here. There's real love out here.
And honestly, you have become our auntie. Honestly, our social media auntie. We look up to you. Well, at least for me, I know that I look up to you.
Thank you.
Just seeing the authentic love that you show for your husband. I mean, it's very inspirational, and I desire to have that love one day as well. And I'm sure other people who are watching this also desire that as well. Now, tell me a little bit about, or speak to the ones that aren't married and want to be married. It's Valentine's Day. Some people are watching and they're lonely. But you have so many years of experience in the game. So could you give some advice to those who are maybe single or don't have a loved one?
My advice to them would be my faith. My faith in God is deep. Prayer is everything to me. It's everything to me. And I believe that when you get before the Lord and you pray about these things, because there are a lot of women that want to be married, right? Mm-hmm. Good women too. So I believe when you give that to Him and you just be authentic, keep yourself where you want to be at, set your goals and all of that, and just watch the Lord move. That's how I live my life. I feel like if you're waiting for something and you prayed about something, then wait. God got it for them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's real. And it happened for me. And if it happened for me, I know it can happen for anybody. Because in all of my years, I would have never thought. I knew what I wanted since I was a little girl. Even as being a teenager, I knew what type of man I wanted. See, I set that goal for myself. I set that goal. I set the goal of not settling for just anything or anybody. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I set the goal. I wanted a man that I could raise my children with, that we could have kids and and build a castle together. And that's what we did. We have such a beautiful love story. And I know that personally, God wrote this love story for us. It's beautiful.
It is, and it's a beautiful thing to see, as I mentioned earlier. So thank you for showing your love and being. It honestly showing that on social media takes a lot of vulnerability. So I know sometimes people will probably think it's fake, like you said earlier, because they're not used to it, especially in this generation. And just being a millennial in general, we're not used to seeing that love be showcased publicly like that. So I thank you and I commend you and your husband for doing that for all of us to see. So, but I
Well, I
wanted
hope to the single ladies that they would just go out for Valentine's Day, treat themselves, buy
to,
themselves
yes,
some candy, right?
that's
If
right,
you want to get you a little gift, right? Buy
yes,
you something cute to put on for yourself until that time, get you a little keepsake box, put your paintings in, build it, build.
yeah,
Build your momentum. Build what you want to see in your life. Manifest it. Talk about it. Speak it out. Speak it out. Lord, I want a good man. I want a sexy man. I want a fine man. I want a man that I could build, my life with.
yeah, and just
Period.
be in expectation. You got to be in expectation
That
for the
word.
things that you want.
That word.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sad that I couldn't meet your husband today, but I know that he had some other obligations to take care of. But I appreciate
Yeah.
your time and I just appreciate you for joining me today. So thank you so much. And happy
Thank you.
Valentine's Day and happy anniversary to you and your man, your man,
Thank
your
you so
man.
much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode of TNT, you all. I'll see you right after the break.